The speaker who is before you here
Speaker ali wano emberi wa imolwalero
is a woman who is very humble.
N'omukyala omuwombeefu ino.
Very diligent.
Era ng'omuwulize eino.
When she came as a Speaker of Parliament,
bwe yadda okwesimba okuba speaker,
you recall the late Olanya, the Lord called him Ali.
Mwidukira owekitiibwa Olanya Mukama amuwumuze mirembe Katonda yamutwala tebukaalikaali.
She took over as a person who had just come into Parliament.
Yatwala entebe eyo nga yankayita mu Parliament eyo wa speaker.
But I want to assure you, the people of Busoga and the people of Uganda,
ayinenda kubakobera abantu b'e Busoga ne Uganda mwena mwena,
that this lady has been able to steer this parliament without any turbulence, and this has been one of the most stable parliaments under her stewardship in the history of Uganda.
ayinenda kubakobera abasoga ne Uganda mwena mwena nti omukyalo ono asobola okutambuza parliament bulungi, era entambuza ye nesinze kuba nungi okutambuza parliament nga wazira kizibu kyona kyona parliament eri kutambula bulungi, era nze nga MP ekyo nkikakasa Honorable Mukula kyakobye. Mumukubire ku mungalo.
She has been able to bring the opposition,
asobola okuleeta bannayiffe abawakanya gavumenti,
aba NUP,
aba NUP,
FDC,
aba FDC,
DP,
aba DP,
JEMA,
aba JEMA,
NRM,
aba NRM,
and put them together as one family.
yatuta mu kiibo kirala nga family endala yaba MP.
Oye! Leo ni leo kuna mambo, leo ni leo kuna mambo. Museveni oye! NRM juu! NRM juu! Among juu! Timu yangu juu! Right Honorable Speaker, Mama, webale ino abasoga kodeyo bana sangairo ino kuidda bugiri mukube mu ngalo. Wassalamu alaikum. Muko salama? Mupige makofi. Untie maber jopecho asanga la kibiro, mpige makofi. Muulasi mulie mutie engenerio no musuma makofi muje. And Right Honorable Speaker,
Owekitiibwa Speaker,
you are coming to Bugiri here today
okuyita kwe Bugiri olwaleero
is a real statement
kya ino okuyita kwe Bugiri olwaleero
of the commitment to serve the people of Uganda without fear or favor.
olw'okwendako okuweereza abantu Uganda awazira kutya era awazira kwekubira.
The people of the 4 districts have come,
abantu ab'e district eina abayidye wano,
and they have come to show and give you solidarity,
bayidye kukulaga bwagazi na kukulaga buwagizi ku ntebe byesimbyewo,
because the National Resistance Movement is a mass party.
olw'okuba ekibiina kya NRM kibiina ky'abantu bonna bonna.
It is important for us to note
kikulu ino ife okutegeera
that we must remain one without fear or favor.
nti tuteeka okusigala kirala awazira kutya na kwekubira.
Uganda has got common problems,
Uganda erina ebizibu ebifaanana.
but I want to thank His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda,
ayinenda kusiima owekitiibwa ekisengedde President wa Uganda,
Right Honorable Speaker,
ne Speaker wa Uganda,
that you have been able to work together
okuba nga mutambulira walala,
and you have absolute loyalty to the President of Uganda.
era iwe Speaker owulirira ino mu President wa Uganda era otambula naye.
Mama mukubire mu ngalo.
Mukubire mama mu ngalo.
I also want to tell my people in Busoga
ab'e Busoga abantu bange nenda kubera
that President Museveni has worked hard to bring peace to this country.
nti President Museveni akoze omulimu gw'amaanyi n'okuleeta idembe mu Uganda.
Uganda now
Saawa no Uganda
is peaceful from the north to the south,
erina idembe okuva ebugwanjuba engulu paka ebanga,
east to the west.
okuva ebugwanjuba okujja ebugwanjuba.
This effort has been driven because of the stability and the initiative to consolidate the peace and stability in this country.
Ebintu bino bikolebwa olw'okwenda olw'okubona nti eddembe mu Uganda lineezebwa, ebyokwerinda bineezebwa, Uganda efuna enkulaakulana.
I want to say today we have come for a different message.
Olwaleero nenda kubakoba nti twidde ku nsonga yindi.
Busoga has got many problems.
Busoga,
and the purpose of us coming today is first of all to congratulate all these newly elected leaders of Busoga.
Era ekimu ku kitulese emuli n'okubayozaayoza mwena mwena abakulembeze abafunye ebifo ebyaka mu NRM.
Mwekubire mu ngalo.
Mwekubire ku mungalo.
And Right Honorable Speaker, as we were coming, you recall the President said, send my greetings to the people of Busoga.
Era wekitiibwa Speaker wabairaida President amukubire amukoba ati sindika obubaka bwange eri abantu b'e Busoga. Mukubire ku President mungalo atusindikira obubaka.
The President intends to come here and be with you in Busoga.
President ayini plan y'okuyita mu Busoga wano abe nimwe mute byekulaakulana.
And he intends to spend nearly 1 week being with you in Busoga, listening to the grassroots to find out the problems on the ground.
Era planning okuba ono mu Busoga ewiki namba ng'awuliriza byemukoba ng'ateesa nimwe engeri ki ey'okubona ensonga edibaluma bweddi.
Because the mistakes which were made in the past should not be repeated again.
Ensobi edaaliwo einuma tituleka kuddiira mu kabiri.
I want to assure you, the people of Busoga,
Nenda kubakakasa abantu b'e Busoga
that there are challenges that are here.
nti ebizibu ebiri wano mu Busoga
And the Speaker has spoken about them.
ni Speaker abyogeireku.
The Speaker who is before you here
Speaker ali wano emberi waimwe olwaleero
is a woman who is very humble,
n'omukyala omuwombeefu eino
very diligent.
era ng'omuwulize eino.
When she came as a Speaker of Parliament,
Bwe yadda okwesimba okuba Speaker,
you recall the late Olanya, the Lord called him Ali.
mwidukira owekitiibwa Olanya Mukama amuwumuze mirembe Katonda yamutwala tebukaalikaali.
She took over as a person who had just come into Parliament.
Yatwala entebe eyo nga yankayita mu Palamenti eyo wa Speaker.
But I want to assure you, the people of Busoga and the people of Uganda,
Nenda kubakobera abantu b'e Busoga ne Uganda mwena mwena
that this lady has been able to steer this Parliament without any turbulence, and this has been one of the most stable parliaments under her stewardship in the history of Uganda.
Nenda kubakobera abasoga ne Uganda mwena mwena nti omukyalo ono asobola okutambuza Palamenti bulungi era entambuza ye nesinze kuba nungi okutambuza Palamenti nga wazira kizibu kyona kyona Palamenti eri kutambula bulungi era nze nga MP ekyo nkikakasa Honorable Mukula kyakobye. Mumukubire ku mungalo.
She has been able to bring the opposition,
Asobola okuleeta bannayiffe abawakanya gavumenti,
aba NUP,
aba NUP,
FDC,
aba FDC,
DP,
aba DP,
JEMA,
aba JEMA,
NRM,
aba NRM,
and put them together as one family.
yatuta mu kiibo kirala nga famire endala y'aba MP.
It is therefore against this background
N'olwekyo nga nsinziirako ekyo
that in 2005,
mu 2005
those of you recall when we were in Nambole,
abaidukira nga tuli e Nambole
we amended the constitution
twakyusakyusa mu constitution yaife
to ensure that the position of a woman gender is taken care of in the leadership of the national resistance movement.
okubona nti ekifo eky'abakyala okubona nti gender issues dibanga dili protected mu constitution yaife ya NRM,
And also to take care of the second point,
n'okubona nti ensonga y'okubiri yonna tugigema ku bulungi,
to make sure that there is an interconnectivity between the executive and the legislature or in the SEC.
okubona nti mu SEC wabaawo enkolagana wakati bannayiffe abali mu executive president ne baminisita be n'ekitongole ekikola amateeka ekya Palamenti, okubona nti ebitongole ebyo byombi mu SEC bitambula bulungi era nga bigemagana bulungi.
Let me explain this a bit more.
Kankinonole bulungi.
With the highest person of in leadership of the 2 pillars or 3 pillars of government, and normally 3, you have the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary.
Abantu abasinga bunene mu gavumenti bali basatu. Gavumenti erina amasiga asatu. President akulira ekibinja ky'aba minister executive. Legislature ekulibwa speaker. Ne judiciary yakulibwa chief justice. Nabo abantu abasatu abasinga bunene mu gavumenti.
Now, SEC or the Central Executive Committee is not a committee which allocates money. It's not a committee which earns money. There are no offices. There is no telephone. I don't have an office. I don't have a telephone, I don't have a car but it is really a political compass to give a direction for the party ideologically.
Buti kino ekitongole kya SEEK kye tuli kwogerako kino ekikola amateeka kino ekigaba sente aye ekitongole ky'amaani ino ezita kintu emirimu gye bakola mu kitongole ekyo nekiraga ensi etya eri kutambula etya tibagaba.
Now the speaker interconnects with the SEEK and the president to see how you can steer the country forward.
Buti kambakobere n'olwekyo speaker ono wabanga ali mu SEEK ate nga ne president ni chairman wa SEEK ekitegeeza nti ebitongole ebibiri executive n'ekino ekitongole ekikola amateeka ekya legislature kiba kirina abantu babiri abajja okupulaningira ensi etambula etya mu SEEK.
So she is a listening post.
So abamule mu SEEK yetegereza ekijja mu maiso.
And there is an unwritten arrangement in the parliament that there will be a speaker who is a man and a deputy who is a man, or a deputy who is a man and a speaker who is a woman.
Era waliwo iteeka were nga tiwandiike mu parliament nti wanaabanga speaker omukyala deputy ajja kubanga mwami, speaker wanaabanga omwami omukyala ajja kubanga deputy. Eiteeka tiwandiike era likola.
And you have seen this historically.
Era mu kibwa ine emyaka gino gyona.
So the purpose of connecting this office is to see that parliament is effectively represented.
Era omugaso gw'okuba ni speaker ng'ali mu SEEK wakuba nti parliament eriyo n'okutu mu SEEK esalawo Uganda enaatambula etya.
But I want to tell you, my dear brothers and sisters,
abo tunenda kubakobera baganda bange baani naze.
Fortunately, she is also a very humble person.
Omukisa omulungi nti maama ono gwe tuli kwogera ku speaker muntu muwombeefu ino.
Nze nga omuko.
Iye nga omuko
tubawadde omukyala.
Atuwaire omukyala yatuwa obugalo.
Kati omukyala ono now this lady we have given you.
Itono omukyala gwe tubawaire
is also Nalongo.
Ye na Nalongo. Yatuwa babiri.
In Busoga, when you have a Nalongo, that's a woman who is very illustrious.
Ubanga oli ebusoga wano bali Nalongo yo omukyala aba mukozi ino era gwa mukisa gwa maani ino.
And she's a very active person.
Ate era akola ine emirimo tati amisa akola mirimo bulungi.
I want to assure you
nenda kubakobera abantu bange
that you will be regular visitors in your home in Buyende.
Nenda kubakobera nti kuti amaka ge Buyende mujja kusibayo nga muli bageni.
And muri kulye enkoko.
Mulye bintu ewa mulamu waimwe.
I want also to tell you, my dear brothers and sisters,
nenda kubakobera baganda bange ne baani naze,
that in the next manifesto,
era manifesto eri kwirako ya NRM,
this is where we plan a 5-year plan for all the regions of Uganda.
Mu manifesto emwe tupulaningira emyaka 5 buli region enaafuna ki.
And that is the biggest input that we can do in the Central Executive Committee for the region.
Era Central Executive Committee netyama yasalawo nti region eno ejja kufuna kino ejja kufuna kireno omulimo SEEK gwesinga kukola.
Awo kakati we tugenda okutematema. That's where we are going to divide and see that this is what we need for the region.
Era awo tujja
for example, Busoga has got a very high population, a very large number of poverty, a huge population of poverty, which is poor.
Buti wano ebusoka tukidi bulungi nti abantu bangi ino, abaana bangi, ate era babanga mu bwavu buliwo.
We must find a permanent solution, not to sing about poverty year in and year out. We must find a permanent solution to poverty in Busoga. Those who are who are fishermen, we must find they cannot be fishermen permanently. And we must also tame the harshness of the army in fishing so that our youth can have optimum means of fishing without being interrupted, but also fish correctly.
Obukambwe bakolesa kunanda babulekezaawo obone omuntu avuba basobola okuba nga bavuba envuba ennungi bafunemu.
So I want to tell you that the lady I brought to you, the lady who is here with you,
era nenda kubakobera nti omukyala gwe tubaleeteire ali wano nimwe,
Right Honorable Anita Among,
Oweekitiibwa Right Honorable Anita Among,
is down to earth.
Muntu wa wansi. Obugalo.
is a person who will serve you diligently in the Central Executive Committee.
N'omuntu ajja bakolera emirimu gyammwe bulungi mu Central Executive Committee n'obuwombeefu bonna.
And she will relate with you.
Era ajja agemagana n'imwe bulungi.
And she will be able to deliver to you.
Era ajja kusobola okuweereza aleeta ebintu bye tumusuubiramu.
And I want you to show me hands, those who are going to support Anita Among.
Era banange abajja okuwagira Anita Among muwanike emikono. Abajja okuwagira
Mine is very brief.
Ebyange bitono ino.
I have also come to you.
Era zena osaba asaba.
You knock and it will be opened.
Wokongona bakugulira wendiji.
That is the word in the Bible.
N'ekigambo kya Bayibuli.
And in the Quran and Hadith.
Ni mu Quran kirimu.
Leaders are chosen by God.
Abakulembeze Katonda n'abalonda.
But let me tell you one very important thing.
Ayika ambakobera ekintu kirala ekyamakulu ino.
The national resistance movement is now going to go through a very fundamental foundation.
Ekibiina kyaffe kya NRM buti kiri kujja kubita mu fwezi ey'amakulu ino.
And you need very strong leaders to help the president navigate through the future of this country.
Era mwetaaga abakulembeze abagumu ino okuyamba pulezidenti mweno fezi yetuli kujja mu
If you send novices,
we musindika bano bakadeideyi,
then you're looking for trouble.
muli kunoonya buzibu mu Uganda wano.
I want to tell you today, and listen to me very carefully.
Nenda kubakobera olwaleero era muwulirize bulungi.
Last time when we were campaigning in 2020,
lwe twasembayo kola campaign mu 2020,
it was a difficult time because that was the time of COVID.
Kyali kiseera kizibu olw'okuba COVID yaliwo.
The president did not go around the country.
President yabatambula mu bulungi, tiyabatambula mu bulungi.
But we went through very difficult time, and I was in Buyende, I was in Amaingo, I went to Dolwe Island to address people there, a number of areas.
Ebiseera byali bizibu ayo twatambula n'abaako Buyende naide n'Amayingo n'ajeddolwe mu bitundu bingi ino okunoonya akalulu mu biseera byali.
I am happy that I delivered 97 members of parliament NRM.
Ndi wa mukisa era ndi musanufu nti naleeta ba MP 97 mu Eastern Uganda.
And I'm happy that all your members of parliament here are very solid supporters of NRM.
Era ko byate ba MP bayime wano musanufu.
Emma here in Bugiri got only one, my brother Honorable Basalirwa.
Jema yafuna malala yenka Honorable Basalirwa.
FDC got only 11 members of parliament and 2 independent leading.
FDC yafuna 11 bonka na babiri aba namuniginanga bekubira ko FDC.
What am I telling you?
Buti ndiko bachi.
You need strong mobilizers for the party like you to work together to build a strong party.
Mwenda ba mobilize ndiba kobera nti mwetaaga ba mobilize abakugu abamaani abajja kuba museeko okubanga basobole okubagemerera bulungi imwe ku ground.
For the councillors,
bakansala,
I want to assure you those who are going in will find ways to support you.
Imwe bakansala nako bakakasa nti abakujja okwesimbawo tujja kusala amagezi ag'okubayamba.
We have already discussed with Mama to see how best we can support you.
Tumaze okwogera ne Mama Speaker engeri kyesobola okubayamba
bakansala.
Mukube mu ngalo bakansala.
Now for you the chairpersons.
Kutima ba chairperson president yali amaze okubaawo ekisuubizo nti ayenda kubafunira emmotoka okubayamba mu mirimu.
The president assured first of all of the bicycles he delivered.
Egaali yaleetedde abawano.
The motorcycles he delivered.
Motorcycle died of piki.
Now the chairman, I want to assure you and I want to speak with confidence. Mwesirikire gakyali babaga.
Era imwe ba chairman ba 5 nenda kuba kakasa nga ndogera n'obuvumo nti mwesirikire.
Yes, the problem with the resources, but the president is going to deliver.
President,
I want to thank all the women who have come here today.
Nenda kusima abakyala bona abaidano.
Abakyala muyimirire mwekubire. Abakyala muyimirire.
Mwemerere mukubire ku mungalo, bakubire ku mungalo.
Twaga kuliza emizira. Mukubira Anita.
Emizira.
Mama nalongo emizira gy'abakyala giwulira. Mwongere
emizira.